right, we're live. Anything you want to say to Josh, who's absent for the session tonight?
If we die, it's your fault.
Good. Good. That's a good start.
Josh, do you think at the end of The Great Gatsby? No, just kidding.
Oh my god.
Demonetized. The video.
He reads a lot. He if it's got a good audio book, or especially if it's one of those acted out books, he's probably heard it. Okay, let me drag you guys over to some horrible place, and let's continue resolving our conflicts in a civilized manner with the alien brain-eating monsters. Let's see. There we go. The only good bug is a dead bug, he says. Okay.
Was McGinnis still confused, or he's good?
Confused.
Oh,
I don't think he's
that's
the
not
only
good.
one.
Yeah, I know I was, and then Asuma and McGinnis. Yeah.
Yeah, McGinnis is currently confused.
I believe so, yeah.
I will mark him as such. Are
I
you
got
confused?
dispelled.
You got dispelled? Okay.
Yep.
So
I think McGinnis also has that flailing.
Oh yeah.
Or no.
No, the confusion got dispelled. You've got the flailing thing still.
or did the flailing get dispelled because
I thought the flailing went. I thought he chose to do the flailing
Because it's a higher level or
because
something,
it's
right?
like a
Oldburn-
guarantee.
Okay,
It
yeah,
always
yeah.
fucks me. But
Well,
the
no,
other
it's
one,
based off of-
dispelled. Yep.
It's based off level. I remember that now. The conversation now. It's based off of level.
Yeah, the higher level spell is gone. So I think you are still left with,
Confusion.
unfortunately, confusion. But we're going to start with Olbrin's turn here. And he's going to shift 40 feet to Krokta. And he's going to drop a Dispel. Insufficient.
Could he get
charges.
both Krokta and McGinnis in the same one?
No. Oh, crap. He's got to spend 4th level spell slots for this. Okay. He does it. So you get a... No. Caster level check. There we go. Spell penetration check. Lucky we don't have to worry about that. Caster level check. Son of a bee. He fails to dispel anything because he rolled a 4, and then he uses his Peerless Speed to instacast another Dispel on you. And hopefully, son of a bitch, they both fail.
Oh, good try.
Yeah, that was a great try and terrible rolls. Amazing. Let's see. Move down the hall. Isuma announces that they are coming from the east. Several of them. And they are going to void their invisibility and drop a DC 22 will save on Isuma. Let's see how she does. She, of course, gets +4 because they're Dominion. 28. Eat shit. On the other side of the iron wall, you guys hear the melodious sound of shotguns blasting the wall. They do not successfully break through the iron wall. And you, buddy, You've got a problem to solve. Okay, here you go. A little more bad guy turns here. Yeah. Coming down the hall at you. And they are committed this turn. They might figure out that she's highly resistant to them. $29, yeah. You see them blasting her with spells, and you hear Asuma, Nomcath, you can hear, the other's too far away. She is rapidly cursing in Kasath under her breath. It almost sounds like a chant or a mantra, and you see her squinting and kind of veins bulging out on her head, and then she just sort of shakes her head violently and yells at them more obscenities. Shotgun that wall. And this will... They're pretty savvy. They're too smart to fall for this really any longer, so they're going to drop this one. They're like, that chick is practically immune to us. Nomcath will save. You're held.
Yep, I knew that was coming.
And shotgun blast from the other side of the wall. And I think you need a roll, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Ooh. Okay.
Son of a...
Good thing,
Well,
good thing you're a bird.
well, do I cast a spell? Oh, I mean that's my primary form of attacking most of the time.
You can try to claw. You know, you're confused, so you might try a melee attack if you want. Or you could try to blast someone away from you. It's sort of normally your mode, I would say, to do battlefield control. So you might like blast Tokala down the hall, or try to trap Ulfred in something, or try to push Olbrin away from you since he's reaching out and touching you repeatedly.
Yeah. So I mean, is it like, I don't know. It's just hard because I don't want to choose and like kill someone, but yeah, I don't think I would just peck
Right,
at
but
them. I would
well, think
definitely-
of her reaction if she was surrounded by enemies. You know, she'd push him away, or she'd, you know,
yeah,
push him away,
'cause, like,
knock him down.
well, let me see here.
But you're right, though. If you were anybody else, you would just turn and disintegrate Ulfred. Like, that's easy. But since you're
Yeah.
Krogton, I think you control or evade.
Well, I mean, let me see this one. I'm trying to see if this one would hurt myself if I did it, or if it's only the people around me. Cylinder, so she wouldn't cast that because it would hurt me as well. So let's see. 20 foot. Yeah. Let me see. Sorry.
That's okay. Because you have confusion, it means you can't really decide your turn until it's your turn.
Yeah. So if I'm attacking, yeah, I think sorry guys, but I'm gonna go for it. And I'm gonna fucking drop a 6th level spell.
Oh boy.
But so it's a 20-foot radius.
Blast a furnace hot wind blast downward at 4d6 damage plus 1 per caster level to all creatures in the area, knocking them prone. Fort save to have the damage and avoid falling down. Okay. Fort save for Olbrin.
Yeah, and I would position, I guess, not to hit myself. So yeah, it'd be like Olbrin, Tokala, McGinnis. I don't know if Nomcath and then I think they wouldn't. Oh, actually, it might get everyone but Ulfred, huh?
It's also gonna hit the brain thing.
Yeah.
It's a 20-foot radius. There's no way for you to
Okay, that's good.
position
That's
it
fine.
anywhere without hitting yourself. Unless you put it way over here and hit everybody except yourself and Ulfred.
I guess that wouldn't. If I'm attacking nearest target though, then maybe that doesn't.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't know.
bit
What do you?
much for
Yeah, I mean, I
nearest
feel
target.
like you're not confused enough that you're gonna kill all your friends. You're just gonna attack. You just pick the nearest one and think he's a threat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't we
Yeah.
just think about it for next time, and this time just do us a melee attack on somebody.
Here, I'll just do this. Wave form, and I move through them
Okay.
to the other one. So it would still hit multiple people, but she would move through. Like I'll mess up his area.
You're right. That
Affect
does
better.
still bone the most possible people. Why don't you just attack one person? Because it
Just
does say just
peck
attack
someone's eyes
nearest.
out.
You don't have to fuck the party with confusion.
I'm not
that's
trying
what
to
it's-
fuck the party.
Well,
You should though. I recommend it.
Oh my
Destroy
God.
us. Bring it on.
I don't need the
I mean,
help. I'm in good shape here.
Perfect.
Just keep in mind, if you attack McGinnis, he will attack you on his next turn, and then
He
then you'll
needs.
attack him, and then he'll attack you, and so we can just
True.
have fun doing
Let's
that.
get the
forgot
put all the
about that.
confused people in the corner together and put a wall of force around them.
McGinnis
Okay.
needs so little provocation to
That's
attack.
true.
people.
Exactly. Just try me, man. Try me.
Okay, here. I'll try this. Oberyn was just touching me. This
He
is a
was?
one target thing. So I'll try air geyser on him.
Okay. Powerful
So
blow.
it will try to shoot him up, and if the ceiling, I think he said the ceiling's like 10 feet in here, so he would take whatever fall damage is if he hits the ceiling, and then fall damage
Yeah.
coming back down.
Okay. We'll give him a reflex save here. See how he does. And let's see. He fails, so roll me 2d6 as he goes 10 feet up and 10 feet back down. Okay. You summoned a gust of wind and almost comically, if it wasn't such a dire situation, slam Olbert into the ceiling, and then he then falls back to the ground and falls on his face. And you hear him go, ugh.
So I think technically there's more than the 2d6 is just like the air, and then
Yeah,
maybe he gets
yeah.
fall damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
2d6
2d6.
is from the impact. Is the air impact?
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's fall, but I don't remember what's fall damage. It's like per 10 feet. Like
Oh, I was doing the fall. Yeah,
1d6
it's
or something.
1d6 per 10 feet, so.
Okay, so there's another 2d6.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay. Another 5 off.
cool. And I think he's prone now or whatever. Fell down. I
Well,
guess.
let the record show that that is all technically Olbrin's fault since he failed 2 dispel checks on Krokta.
Yep.
Good point.
We can all agree that is Josh 100% slacking.
Now McGinnis is gonna shoot him up.
Oh, McGinnis, I also have to do a confusion roll.
Let's see. Ow! I hate myself.
Okay, and we have more shotgunning of. And this little guy is right here. Can't do that. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. No, he's good. Psionics. They're so crap. Tokala, make a will save. Probably have to roll a 1 to fail it. Yep, you're good. You resist a mental attack spell by this little guy, and he 5-foot hops away from you, although not like the dwarf's much less dangerous. He's got nowhere to go. There's an iron wall right there. He looks kind of worried. Okay. You are going to... Well, this might change things. You guys are hearing the shotguns blast from the other side of the iron wall. So far, nothing's coming through. And then you hear a huge kind of clunk and scrape on the other side of the wall, and you see the metal bending your way. You see some of the iron plate flexing and being torn by something very big and very strong. You have nowhere you can go right now. Okay. Isuma is unfortunately confused. She acts normally. Range to target. Nomcath, you hear her curse muttering, occasionally bursting into more audible cursing. She is just frothing mad and spitting, just spitting absolutely. You're sure it's vile Kasathan curses at them. And she is walking towards them. Seems like she's a little upset, but also she's getting within a single range increment, so she hits untouched. So it's not totally insane. All right. Your touch
Rolled
AC's...
horribly.
What's that?
Rolled horribly.
She did. Hit.
5, 2, and a 1.
Hit. Hit. Automatic miss. Hit. She did a ton of damage to this nearest one. You can see armor plates ripped away by the icicles and sort of explosions in little different parts of its body, sending flesh flying in different directions. She just decimated it, but did not drop it.
In the name of God, in the name of God, in the name of God, we go to hell.
Nice. All right. First, I'm going to spend some fervor to cast. Where is it? Spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Attacking that dude.
Hell yeah. This is the nearest brain guy.
This is for this guy over here.
Oh, you're going to... Oh, very smart. I like that. Okay.
It has very long range, so
Yes, it
I'm
does.
helping on both fronts.
No, that spell's amazing. You guys
All
are
right.
really getting a lot of mileage out of it with 2 clerics. All right, hit him. His touch AC is 19.
That should get a full attack, I think, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. At your level, it definitely does. And because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
super nice GM / it's really cool that Foundry does this, and I'm like home ruling it into effect that your spiritual weapon benefits from all your buffs. So spiritual weapon is actually benefiting from Juggernaut.
Amazing. It critted.
Oh my god, it confirms too. Well, you see Dolga's spiritual greatsword fly down the hall and jam all the way up to its 5-foot-long blade buried in the body, all the way up to the hilt in the face and thorax of this Nithalgu. And it drops, and you see its brain bubbles on its back just burst, and the brains fall out, the pink fluid flow all over it, and just into a pile on the floor. That's a big, big kill.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna 5-foot hot up, and attack Brain Boy here.
Get him.
Sometimes I hate all these pop-up windows.
You can shut most of them off, but I guess you need most of them, don't you?
Yeah.
There's a way to permanently flick on power attack and these other things. But also just this level of Pathfinder character, you get a little complex. Oh, you get purchase on him and you just start sawing away, and you see the brain just scrambling, trying to run into the corner anywhere it can to get away from the chainsaw, and it cannot.
All right, that's it for me.
Okay. Bad guys moving on up. And... How far? Oh, yeah. We love it. You see this other Nithalgu move over the corpse of its ally and hunker down into a position you have not seen them kind of squat down into, and just release a massive lightning bolt all the way down the hall. And Nomcath, McGinnis, Olbrin, and Kroktalk can all make a DC 20 reflex.
I'm paralyzed. Can I even roll?
Nope.
Yep.
This will be the first time I've hit you with an AoE spell in, well, the whole campaign.
Good news is now all the confused people have a target.
Well, he's pretty far away if they get attacked nearest. Let's see.
I thought with confusion
Doesn't it-
that if some
If someone
I
attacks
can't
them.
remember. I can't remember.
It does have a stipulation about that we should make sure. We're not screwing you guys on that.
What was the question? Sorry. If you get attacked, you have to attack that person when you're confused.
Yeah. If they're attacked,
Yeah, that was
they
my
automatic-
concern.
Yeah, but that also means that if you read it that way, it means we don't even roll the chart, so you have no chance to act normally. You just have to attack whoever hits you.
Hmm.
And we've been doing it so you get the roll every time, which I think you guys would prefer.
Okay.
So if you're in melee and someone's attacking you, probably confusion's going to make you just retaliate against them. But if there's a 120-foot lightning eruption down the hall and you're confused, your confused state, you won't really know exactly where it came from. So you could still have a chance of acting normally. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And what was the reflex? Actually, I had a perfect 20, so I'm good. So half damage.
You take half, which is still decent. And Olbrin takes a bit. Nomcath, you get another save.
I'm gonna get about a 25% chance of actually succeeding, which I do.
You
Hey!
do. You snap out of the hold person.
At the end of my round, which means next round they'll throw another 3 on top of me.
Oh, I have a question about resistance. Sorry, I just realized I have resist electricity, so that's
Oh,
just
yeah, that
10
takes-
off of the damage, right?
Totally. Have it first, and then
sweet.
take off the 10.
Nice.
Nomcath, you are, as the hold person landed, you were feeling an intense increase in the whispers in your head. You felt like they had almost total control of you. They took the control of your body away. And you were flying through these halls in ghost form so fast you couldn't figure out which hallways were which, and everything was confusing and it all looked the same. But as you started to come back to your body and fight your way back, you felt someone holding your shoulders, like a warm, gentle touch on either one of your shoulders, helping you turn left, then right, now straight for 2, and then there's your body. Get back in your body, and you felt it sort of encouraging you and supporting you. And when you found your way back into your body, you felt a sense of joy and relief. And it wasn't you. You were feeling it from someone who's with you. And normally
a slightly
when you
tingly sensation.
Oh, very tingly. And when you snap out of it, you feel the connection cut between you and the Dominion, but you still feel that warmth and presence and encouragement, and you get an immediate action. You get one
Okay.
standard action, whatever you want.
One standard action. Let's see. That's too far away, unfortunately. I was thinking one thing, but it's a little bit out of range. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use that action to do a move action
Uh-huh.
and get out of line of sight for freaking spells.
I thought you might do that.
And then,
Wow, Kroktalk. McGinnis steps away for a second, comes back, and you tell him he died.
Well, I mean, Takala, he's really at fault here. He said it was space age, so.
Yeah, you guys get dark in a hurry.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho.
All right. Well, don't worry about getting spammed with confusion and stuff, because now they'll have a new target. I charge
Nice.
this one.
Love those boots.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, the dwarf can charge that far. Oh, haste plus boots, right?
Well,
Plus fly.
fly plus boots.
Nomcat, this is very funny from your perspective. You hear the jets, you hear "Oh," and clunk, 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 and then you hear a "Ugh," as he takes flight, and then you hear the jets kick in, and just right to left, he whips down the hall so fast you can barely see him.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
you hear a
Straight into the
crash.
enemy. Yep, and then you hear a crash.
And then you hear some America fuck yeah as I free action. I activate the Better Eagle Soul.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, and then I smack this one.
Okay.
I
Let's see what
take
we
no
got
damage
here.
because of Eagle Soul, so it takes. If it hits, takes 33.
You slam into this one, and you have +2 basically from charge. And do you have any other uncounted bonuses?
It's not adding anything from the divine power for some reason. What the hell?
Oh, really? Well, that would put you over. I see -3 for power attack. I see. Well, how much should divine power add?
Should be +2.
Okay, then you hit. Does it add the damage also? I think it does.
Yeah. It's to strength checks.
Sweet. Okay, you hit barely. We'll fix that buff in a second. Flying all the way down the hall, you slam into them hammer first and deliver an excellent shot. And you marvel, honestly, Ulfred, at your own mobility. Just a few years ago, you thought of yourself as the slowest, most lumbering. You knew you were strong, and you knew you had incredible endurance and ability to carry stuff and work tirelessly for hours. But now you are rocketing down the hall with jet boots and slamming into people. You feel a whole new sense of your abilities in combat.
It's amazing. Yeah, I see. It doesn't have a level put into it.
There you go. That'll do it. Okay. This week, I noticed that Opera does not want to play Josh's song. There it goes. Good job. Eventually.
I heard
Better
you.
late than never. All right. He's basically got no choice. Confusion is eventually going to kill you guys if he doesn't dispel this off Kroktaw. He tries again. He would very much like to do something other than dispels, but he just keeps failing them. And he is running out of higher level spell slots. Okay. Here he goes. Dispel, dispel. With a caster level check. Let's do it. He dispels your confusion.
Well, thank God.
Yeah. Only took 3 tries. And his once a day insta spell power. On the other side of the wall, you hear some blasts happening. Ulfred, as you look, you've plowed into the center of these guys, these super dangerous aliens, and struck one of them. You glance to your left and see a wall, more like waves on a shore. Not that you've ever seen that because you grew up in the desert, but waves of darkness. It is a wall of darkness with just waves, sheets, like intangible curtains of black darkness moving towards you constantly, and your dwarven eyes can't penetrate it. You see your infravision like straining to look into it, and you can't.
That's something, boyo.
Yep. And let's see. What do we have here? Make a will save, Ulfred. Gr-
23?
Oh, because it's spell-like. It is.
Yeah.
Barely made it. That's cutting it close. Okay, more shotgun blasts from south of the wall. I'm going to move the corpse of this guy out of the way a little bit. This one moves up and decides to test your physical defenses. That's not close. You see it kind of reach out and take one claw at you and try to get a hold of you, and you easily smack it away with shield. And they very quickly assess that they're not going to be able to melee you down.
I talk to the wind. Oh man, what's with all this hostility, man? You should have taken
Yeah, we'll just dispel the confusion on those two.
Heck yeah. Very good.
And then I'll fly
Who can you
towards
get?
Ulford. Both McGinnis and
Oh, you
Misoma.
got him. Wow, perfect.
And then I'll fly towards Ulford, I guess.
Okay. A normal turn for McGinnis. My gosh.
McGinnis kind of shakes his head, uncrosses his eyes, and goes, "What am I killing? Spider or brain?" Okay, brain.
Are you aiming for my brain? You're always stealing my kills, McGinnis.
Okay, so you want this nearest little brain target?
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
Okay. That is a hit. That is a hit and confirmed crit. And then that is a miss, unfortunately, and an auto miss. And then finally, a hit, and it's dead. Tokala, you're
And then
walking toward. You got this thing in the corner with the chainsaw, and it looks very frightened. And suddenly, McGinnis just. It seems like he's just spraying. Like just a shitload of laser bolts come in and finally kill this thing. Yeah, he got you again.
Yeah, there's no joy in squishing a brain, man. Go kill one of those big spiders.
Okay. Tokala, you see a large green claw momentarily poke through the iron wall. They have almost ripped a hole in one part of it. Okay. Isuma, kill. Doesn't get point blank. Okay, that is. Oh, she's got a 5-foot hop. Keep getting them in. Are you in single? You are. You are. Okay. One by Ulfred. Hit. Hit. Crit confirms, and you see its body explode as an ice shard from her gun goes straight into its mouth and into the soft parts of its body and just explodes from the inside out. And hit. And miss.
In the name of God, in the name of God, in the name of God, we go to
Can I see through the hole that this thing just poked?
Partly. It's pretty small right now, but yeah.
Enough to get my spiritual weapon over to the other side.
Oh, no, your spiritual weapon is a great sword. I mean, yeah, you can direct it through a hole. It's a spiritual weapon, after all.
That's what I'd
say,
like to do.
Doesn't say that they haven't. Can it fly that far? Because it's like 100 feet away from you.
Let me. I'll post it real quick. We'll see.
I don't know if there's a limit on how far it can move.
I know it says I have to use a move action to
Right.
basically change targets, but me
But you could
post-
stick it on. It's got 2 other dudes down there. If you want to just. Let me see. Spiritual weapon. Use your base attack bonus. If it goes out of sight, returns to you. I mean, it just says each round you can use a move action to redirect to a new target. On any round it switches and targets, it gets 1 attack. Cannot be attacked. I don't really see anything that stops you from doing it.
Okay. And I know the spell range is like 220 feet.
Yeah,
so
it's huge. So the spiritual weapon comes whipping down the hall, and you send it through the hole in the iron wall to attack this Natalgu, which is on the other side. That's the plan.
that's the plan.
All right, roll a single attack. That will hit. You hear it connect with something.
Awesome. And then I don't think I could really do anything else. I will.
Ulbrin tells you he will hold the wall if you want to go down and fight.
Okay. That's what I'll do then. Oh, but I had to use my move action to whip the spiritual greatsword this way, so no moving anyways.
Well, Ulbrin says he will throw you violently down the hall next turn if you're close to him.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. Alright, that's it for me.
All right, so. One, three. Six, 1, 4, 6. Yeah, that's. That's the best I'll be able to do right now. Might be able to get into something better next round, but I can at least get a single attack.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. And you want that on this
Yeah,
guy?
One right here.
You hit his incredible AC just barely. Notice they are
That's my
heavily
round.
armored, and their muscles are like steel. It's very hard to get a blade in there.
Yep. Maybe next round I can maneuver around and really unload.
Alright. I know these things are hard to hit, so I'm going to forego power attack. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think that confirms.
It does not. Their AC is amazing, but it's a solid hit. You connect, and you connect twice. And that second one you would not have hit if you power attacked. Good call. Alright, time for some wacky Ulbrin shit.
Oh wait, no. I have Eagle Soul on, so if it's evil, it automatically confirms.
Really?
Yeah, I can post it in chat if you.
No, I believe you. But that is a really good power. So, I'll take off the regular damage and apply the crit, and he is much, much, much more damaged. You landed a huge shot that cracked open part of his shell. He looks very, very wounded. Okay. You hear some idiot shotgun spider robots shooting their shotguns at spiritual greatswords, which they can't harm. Yeah, you're going to go that way. Then you're going to get out of there. Okay. Okay. They're not liking how this is looking already. It looked a lot better when you guys were corn fused. So Ulfrid and Nomcath make a confusion save. It's not good for Nomcath, and it's pretty good for Ulfrid. This one is backing away, and it drops. Yep. Just sees you making will saves left and right. And this will be for Ulfrid and Nomcath. Nomcath, you do get to roll your reflex save this time, though. That is a exactly made it for Ulfrid, and a definitely made it for Nomcath.
But he did a 5-foot step.
He did, so you can step up.
Yeah, I would have stepped up, so that would have required a concentration to.
Not for them, they're psionic.
Oh, it's right. It's not. Yeah, but
They're
still.
bullshit. They're super duper.
But I take half, and I take nothing because of my resistance.
Oh, right, the shield, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, you guys are gonna get set up over here.
I talk to the wind.
Alright. So I can fly up right behind Ulfrid, and then I'm gonna cast. Well, actually, before I do that, does a confusion spell leave does it have a noticeable effect that I would have noticed they cast it, or is it invisible that I wouldn't have seen it?
There's not really. They don't have any
Psionic, right? Yeah.
They don't move. They don't move differently. The spell just sort of happens, and so no, there's not a lot of indication until Nomcath acts weird.
Okay, then yeah, I would just fly up. Basically, if I could, I guess I would provoke because I wouldn't want to hit Nomcath. I would fly. Oh shit, I can't actually fly that far. Oh, I'm hasted. Yes, I can. All right, so I'd fly over Nomcath. I'd probably provoke on the way, and then I'm gonna cast Waveform to move through these guys and get on the other side of them and do some damage.
Okay.
So I guess the one next to Nomcath would get an attack on me, melee attack, probably while I'm flying by him.
Okay, he will take it.
Okay, that was a 18. I don't think that hits.
No, they're amazing rolls. They're not that great in melee.
Yep, waveform. So it's a 46. And I know they can't get knocked prone, but reflex. It doesn't even seem like they get a save on this. It's just 46 as I turn into a giant wave and move through them.
Okay. Let's see. I need to put some of the effects in this one. Just so. Okay, roll me your damage, and what is the DC? It's a 4th level spell.
Yeah.
And your wisdom's +7, so it's a 21. Okay.
I'm having a hard time moving. Maybe I'll change the frame rate.
Let me clear out some of these effects. Computer's probably having a great time continually drawing the lightning bolt. Okay. There we go. And then they get a... Okay. They
But
are.
yeah, this.
They're
Go ahead,
arachnid,
sorry.
so they can't really be knocked prone, but they will.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to get behind him, keep him from running away.
Okay, that's a fail and a fail.
Toby, what kind of action is it to reload the Glazer, given that I have rapid reload feat?
For a normal person, it would be a move action. Rapid reload for you, I think, changes it to a swift.
Swifty. Okay, I like that answer.
Swifty in here.
He slides up and shoots the one at the very back. Well, no, the one by Nomcath. That one's taking damage. He unloads on that sucker.
Okay. Okay, the one that's hurt first, or the other one?
Yes, please. The wounded one.
Hit, and it drops. The next one, hit, crit confirms, and hit. Tearing him up.
I'll throw this on him too.
Okay,
That is all.
good pile of damage. Downed one and greatly wounded another. Put this damage on him. Okay. Heck? Okay, got it. And you're out of there. And Izuma's turn. 5-foot hop. Too far. She's not in touch range, but she'll shoot anyway. She's got a lot of plus to hit versus them. Miss. Bounces off the armor. Miss. Hit. She hit it twice pretty hard, but without being in touch range, she wasn't able to get through the hull.
Did Olbrin move me?
Olbrin, we completely forgot his turn. Someone
Yeah, that was my
distracted
bad.
me.
You clicked telekinetic jaunt or whatever.
That's okay. It
But you
makes
didn't
more
say
sense that
anything.
yeah, someone distracted me in my attention span.
Sorry.
I ran off the wrong direction. So, Olbrin, 5-foot hops. Let's see. Yep. Grabs Tokala, and Tokala, from your perspective, Olbrin steps over and touches you, and the entire hallway disappears. You are sucked into pure darkness, and all you see is Olbrin in front of you with his eyes closed and just worlds whizzing past you. Colors, space, green forests, black caves, and then woof, you reappear right next to McGinnis, halfway down the hallway. And then his eyes open and he thrusts his hand towards your body, and it seems like he'd be shoving you to the south, straight into the wall. But nothing makes sense with wizards, does it? The moment he shoves you, it's as if the force comes from behind you and shoves you violently through the hallway, over the top of Izuma, all the way down the hall, and to where you're like yelling as you're flying down the hallway, and Nomcath hears you and ducks just in time, and you slam into this alien all the way down the hall with basically your full round action.
Nice. So I get to attack it.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. He's screaming the entire time, but not like a battle roar, but in fear for sure.
Yeah, you just got teleported and then thrown. Teleportation and telekinesis in the same turn.
If he had warned you with a mental spell, then it could have been a triple T.
That's true. But he didn't want to warn you.
Sounds right.
You land screaming. You guys hear the screaming Tokala ball coming down the hallway, and it slams into the alien. Luckily, you see he's like rotating as he flies, and he manages to twist his body around and go chainsaw first with his boots out to either side into the air. Olbern goes, "Damn, those are nice boots." And you slam into this enemy and just saw it apart in seconds. Its body just breaks apart underneath the force of your landing in the chainsaw.
Roll that confusion table.
Son of a bitch. Well, it's a light tap. You slap yourself for 1.
As opposed to going Ginsu on Ulfred there.
Preferred of all outcomes.
Well, I know there's still enemies to the west. I don't know what this thing is. So, I suppose.
Player sees something that character probably doesn't, so he won't comment on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, your characters can't penetrate the darkness yet.
Then I'll channel because everyone here is a little low.
Okay. Let's see. That hits Takala, Namkath, and yourself. Oh no, you're back here.
Yeah. I'm moving back towards the other guys.
Oh, and you moved that far in 1 turn? Okay.
60 feet. I still have fly.
Haste, yeah, haste 2. Okay, you go flying down the hall, and let's see. Give me just a second to deal with the silly shotgun spiders. Tokala, your spiritual weapon suddenly returns to your side.
Right. Out of sight.
Whatever it is, yeah, it lost its target.
I talk to the wind.
Hmm.
You did just see Namkath punch himself, or probably more like claw himself.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Yep.
Okay. And then I would dispel that.
Oh man, what's with all this hostility, man? You should have taken option A.
And I'm gonna fly down this hallway around the corner and just look and see if there's anyone else around here.
Okay. You see a hallway to the south that with no current activity. Looks oddly empty. See a huge chamber with a number of cages, dangling iron cages hanging from the ceiling, all of which are empty at the moment.
I think I only got to there with my movement, actually. But
Okay.
yeah.
It's fine. You see
Thank
that
you.
stuff. You get to witness it. Okay. See if there's any particularly good color text for that room. More crocodile hide walls. Yeah. Higher ceilings in that area.
Hmm.
Okay. McGinnis, anything you need to do on your turn?
Nope, he's just trying to get the cobwebs out.
Okay. All right. So you're out of there. Out of there. Okay. And out of there. Isuma just stands ready in the hallway. And yeah, that's it. You're very momentarily out of combat. If anybody goes sprinting down a hallway, that could very quickly change. But Tokala and Nomkath, perception check. Nomkath doing great. Natural 1.
Haha! For once, I see more than you.
Let's make a note of this day.
I will mark this on my calendar. I beat the rogue.
Yes. Today is a red letter day. Suck it, rogue. Okay. Let's see. No. Okay. Nomkath, you hear what your brain identifies as a nearly silent step of a cat's paw, a soft, padded, silent paw, if the cat was the size of an elephant. It's stealthy, yet it's kind of a light thump, and it almost feels like a tap. To you, it's just a thump. Now, Tokala, you hear a large creature bonk on the floor nearby. You hear something big, and you actually almost feel it through your boots. Sort of a thud in the ground as something just whumps the ground very quickly. Just once.
Something's here. Something's sneaking around.
I think it's big.
Yeah. Did I get any idea of where that sound came from?
Definitely to the north of you. And
All right.
you both hear a voice, and the rest of you down the hall can hear a voice say, I am very big, much larger than you.
It's a matter of opinion.
No, it is not. And on the veil of darkness, you see a huge head poke through. It is serpentine. It is monstrous. It is just the head is larger than you, and you're a bit taken aback by it when it first slips through that wall of darkness towards you. And its head just peers at you through the darkness. The rest of its body somewhere back in the hall behind it.
We were told about.
What'd you say?
We were told about a dragon. One that was being ridden, so to speak.
Oh, when was that? I don't remember that.
A while
Way
back.
Yeah, way back. It's got one of those.
I
those
need to
brain
know if
things in it.
characters are discussing these things out loud.
No, all I said is all Namcast said the dragon we were told about.
Okay.
He did say that out loud.
For this
No, I was out of
conversation,
character. I'm not
for-
even in the room.
thank you.
so.
For this character, try to observe in and out of character statements, just for my sake. Thanks.
Yeah, I was reminding everybody else about what
Good.
was.
Totally fair.
Yeah. In character, it's literally just he said the dragon we were told about.
I don't mind if you guys out of character remember or think about this stuff because we had like a month off. So
Okay. Yeah, out of character. I don't remember who told us about it.
EB friend or foe, boyo?
potentially friend, it says. The voice is very deep and kind of gravelly, and you see it's just actually speaking at you. It feels almost strange to be in this place and hear something speak with a normal voice, even though it's a very deep, strange voice.
Nothing in this place has been a friend so far. I don't trust it.
No. We. It's been a long time, but I remember we talked about it. We were told about a dragon here, and we said we might be able to maybe cut a deal with him, her. He says as he looks up over in the general direction of the head.
Olbrin and McGinnis. Olbrin is sticking with you. What do you do?
He's gonna join the crew, gun out, shoulder at the ready.
Okay.
What do we got? Whoa, what's that up there? Jeez.
Yeah, that's the dragon we were told about. Remember?
The dragon says, I could have joined on their side and destroyed you, but I wish to speak with you, to propose an exchange.
I'm listening.
Yeah, we can at least hear you out.
No, I swore off doing sexual favors.
Not that kind of GM.
It's a dragon, bro. It's a dragon.
It could be anything, man.
Is that how you got those implants from Binox?
Wow.
Some sort of favor for him?
Yeah, that's right.
What are you thinking there, partner?
These dominions stole something precious of mine. I have been allied with them, but the time has come to go my own way, but I must have my trinket returned to me.
And where is your own way gonna take you?
Oh, anywhere. This is a wide world.
I do one thing since he is our most knowledgeable person. I flick a few sign language over to Olbrin, asking if he recognizes the type of dragon. Because since you call it void dragon, I'm assuming it's not a type of dragon we would immediately associate and know. So we don't know if it's something we can trust.
Olbrin's looking at the dragon's head, which is all you can see, very carefully, and sees you sort of flicking drow sign language behind your back where the dragon can't see. And he sort of signs what little he can. Let me look at this and see what he could potentially sign back to you about this critter with his check.
Overall, I'm looking is like, is it trustworthy? You know, probably be along like, do you know it? Metallic, chromatic, as in to imply, is it someone we can trust or someone we can't trust? If we're doing something like message spell level, quick messages.
He can signal an answer to that question, and he signals back unknown, unknowable. You think is what he's trying to sign. Like there's no way to know. He says.
All right.
He does make a symbol that looks like winter or freezing.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, we can hear you out. What is this trinket? What's it look like? Is it something that would be used against us?
A tiny pane of glass to your eyes, just a small shard of nothing. Translucent, yet precious to me.
Can you give us like an illusionary image of it so we'd recognize it when we see it?
You see a talon, a huge claw, a claw as big as Tokala, come out of the shadows, and between the thumb talon and the fore talon, you see it say, "Oh, very small," and it seems to be a shard about a foot in length. Is what it's suggesting.
And why exactly can't you just go get that yourself, partner?
It is.
I
In
mean,
the
you look like a
possession-
pretty capable fella.
Well, the Dominion's greater master is here, and is a formidable foe.
I missed that last part. He's here and what?
The Minion's greater master is here and is a very formidable foe, and the shard is hidden from me, as are we hidden from them here. He says, "Step closer." And you see the head back up to the edge of the shadows, the claw recede back into it.
Yeah, I'm good where I'm at.
Ulfred, do you approach?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm trusting.
As you approach, let's see. The dragon's head turns just maybe 1 degree to one side, and the darkness recedes immensely back into the room to where it's behind him, and you now see the enormity of this creature. It is from tip of nose to tip of tail. It is probably 50 or 60 feet long, 4 legs, 2 wings. It is huge. Yeah, Croctaw likes me using the word enormity when envisioning Ulfred doing sexual favors. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's a thing. Let's not make it a thing.
See, this is why we can't. That's why we can't stream on Twitch.
Right?
So you're saying they're big man. You can't take him down, but we can. Is that it?
Well, I would aid you, and the only reward I require is my trinket.
Ah, gotcha.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
I'm in. These bastards are hard to put down. I like to have more firepower on our side.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds like an idea.
Perhaps we could negotiate a contract later. I am building something of an army. We'll discuss terms at another time.
You can roll sense motive if you have it. Whoa.
There you go.
Croctaw.
All-knowing Croctaw.
The dragon did something strange. It glanced down the hall as Olbred approached, and you look across over Olbren's shoulder to Asuma, who's much taller than him. And Asuma looks very, very concerned, very serious, and she still has her rifle up to her shoulder and at the ready position as she's silently creeping up behind Olbren, and her eyes are locked on the dragon and around the doorway, and her eyes are darting a dozen different directions. And the dragon turns, and its gaze looks down the hallway for the briefest instant, and it passes over Olbren and doesn't linger, but it lingers on Asuma for just a moment, and then returns to conversation, but there was just the strangest pause.
I'll say this overall. Obviously, nobody's put their weapons away, but Nomcath has that almost, you guys would recognize as almost too casual air of loosely holding his knives. It's that fake out position he kind of gets in when he's trying to act like he's not ready to attack, but he's just completely just coiled and ready to go.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that before.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're gonna come with us here, or are you just gonna meet us when we get to this big guy, or
I
That's
will
to the dragon,
join
by the
you.
way.
I will give you the knowledge.
I
that
was just gonna yell in Kasath at
Yeah.
Asuma to cross all this, like, ask her if she noticed that.
You're yelling down the hall in Kasath?
Yeah, this is Asuma. I'm not being specific, just being like, did you see that? To her. It's like, did you notice that? See if she has any more info. She could yell back at me.
She
I don't want the
said-
dragon to know in case he speaks Kasath somehow.
She says, haven't seen this before, but she says, I don't trust anything in here. There's no reason for anything good to be in here.
Yeah. Yeah, he seemed to take an interest in you, though.
While they're talking, I'm watching the dragon's face. Do I see anything that looks like recognition?
No, the dragon's pretty composed again after just its momentary stare at Asuma.
All right. So even though they're shouting in that other language, it doesn't look like he's listening in on it.
It doesn't seem to have any reaction to it.
Okay.
You two are
So-
the rest of you are used to these guys yelling in Kasath back and forth.
So yeah, and I'll just fly while the rest of Momcat's talking stuff. I'm gonna fly closer to Asuma so I can like whisper to her rather than yelling.
Okay. Some of you may notice that Takala's creeping down the hallway to the east. The only reason I put
Where are
it
you
out
going,
is because
Takala?
you all have learned to look out for it.
It seemed like we were making peace here. I didn't think I was needed.
Got bored.
I mean, either we throw down and come to blows right now, or let's get busy killing these bastards and get out of here. I can do either one.
Okay.
It sounded like he was trying to show us how to find our way through this place.
The dragon says, what you seek lies to the southwest, but you will first have to deal with her.
Is that their head honcho then?
No. His
What? This gets
it's-
worse.
Its ally, the chiton.
Oh, Toby, whenever I have a chance, I have a side conversation with Asuma. But it's,
Okay. Real quick, what's it about?
So I'm just whispering to her. I don't trust him. He's looking at you weird. I think he might have some, knowledge or interest in Kasath. Maybe. What do you think?
She says it's extremely rare for Dominion to break ranks. It sort of makes sense for another species that temporarily allied with them to betray them, but when I was here before, part of how I was able to escape was there was sort of a double cross amongst them. One of them was hiding things from the others.
So you think this one might still be Dominion, but just working against the other Dominion?
The creature that she says it was a brain, it was an intellect devourer that was starting to behave disloyally.
Could the brain be in this dragon?
I don't know, but I think so. It could be.
Let's, while they're talking, you want to take a shot? I'll be on the ready to cast a spell right after you, but we can explain to these guys later. If you want, I got your back.
Before we go into that, I want to clarify this. I do know somebody told us about an intellect devour in a dragon. I thought it was Azuma.
Yeah. She seems sort of freaked out by it still, and sort of assuming that's what's going on here. You guys notice she's not put her gun down, and she's just like full alert, waiting for the fight to happen.
Because whoever told us about that said we might be able to use that intellect devour ridden dragon against the Dominion.
I think you
Yeah,
heard
honestly,
that from someone else.
Okay.
And yeah, Asuma has like has never considered any thought of allying with any Dominion. But I do think you guys did hear from somebody else that they had a dragon, and it might have been either dominated by the Dominion or inhabited by a brain thing, kind of the same thing, really.
I remember it was specifically that it was it was intellect devour in a dragon. I remember that.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, Crocta kind of, I hate to say it to the rest of the party, but she's gonna trust Asuma and like kind of side with her over the rest of y'all. So if Asuma's telling her this, she's basically like, I got your back. Let's take it out. I believe you.
Okay.
So I don't know if Asuma would go with that, but
she sort of looks unsure and turns to you.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna surprise attack the thing then. Basically.
We can roll. Let's see.
I mean, can I convince Asuma to surprise attack it? Actually, I think that would be better than me. Like if she could go first, I'll just, so she looks at me, I'll just try to tell her like, yeah, it's trust your instincts. I know you're a warrior. I think you see this appropriately. Our friends here are a little naive. And just say, take the shot. I'll be right there with you.
Okay, back to the main conversation, because that was a very lengthy side combo.
Yeah. So.
The rest of you, what are you thinking? What are you doing?
Can we count on you to bring some firepower out against this Chitin?
The dragon
creature?
says, you must get past the chitin and through the western passages to the transporter. Then you can retrieve what I seek. I cannot pass through the transporter with you.
But you can get us there?
It says, if I leave this chamber, they will know I have betrayed them.
Big deal, right? They know it's, who cares?
It says, where we are right now, thanks to my spells, they do not hear us, they do not see us. Everywhere else in this compound, they will.
I'm just trying to understand what you're going to do for us when we leave here and we start facing all these bastards and the bullets are flying and blood's being spilled. What are you going to be doing?
Roll a sense motive again for me, McGinnis. Are you any good at that?
Couple ranks.
Okay, give it a shot. Let's see. Yeah, the dragon seems sort of unsure, and its head is sort of slowly turning towards the drow and the Kasoth to the west of you. McGinnis is getting that itchy trigger finger kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So, if enough time has passed, the conversations are equal. Like if Asuma is hesitating, Crocta's gonna do executive decision and say, fuck it, Asuma, I got it then.
Okay.
Basically.
Everyone can roll initiative.
Oof.
I think the second glance over to us while McGinnis was talking to him about that is what pushes her over.
How long has it
Yeah.
been? Just for buff wise.
Oh yeah.
I took down haste. Your round per level buff should be gone.
Yep.
But we still have like the Owl's Wisdom from that was like the first combat I think that I cast that.
After
So minutes
this,
per level.
after this encounter, minute per level buffs will be down.
Okay.
Okay, but you can have them for this encounter.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
So do I get a surprise attack? Or no?
No, not at all. Nope. You're looking at a monster with unbelievable perception and sense motive. It's been waiting to pull the trigger the whole time. Olbrin turns to you and Isuma and signals like what's going on, and Isuma signals be ready, and then glances at Krokta, and Olbrin turns and sees something in the dragon's eye. And let's see. Olbrin shifts here. And next to Nomkath. Nomkath, roll me a reflex save. Nothing bad. He's not doing anything bad to you, but I just want to judge your... Yeah. Well, you're more than 2. You're pretty close. You're caught a little off guard as Olbrin bamfs. Like, he takes one step towards McGinnis and then disappears and appears right next to you. And you're staring at a dragon. You know, your gaze is pretty focused on the danger here. And you feel him. You know it's Olbrin. You see it on the corner of your eye. He appears next to you, reaches out, and touches you. And you feel a huge surge of magic power ripple through your body. And you and Olbrin disappear and reappear directly behind the dragon.
Sick.
Okay. The dragon sort of releases its odd hold on its own aura. And the sort of sudden effect that passes over you is sort of disturbing. You feel suddenly very unnerved and uncomfortable. And 1 second, I shall get you a save. And yeah, that is huge. We don't really need a template for that, Foundry, but thank you.
Freaking will save. Ugh.
Ugh doesn't sound very good.
I rolled a 4.
Finally.
Total of 11.
Is that for everyone or just people near him?
It is for everyone in the area.
And
Let's
then
see.
some.
Yeah. Nope, that's not it. This is it. Sorry, gotta dig this up. Thought I had it loaded into Foundry, but I don't. Just take me a second. There we go. Yep. Okay. Nope, that's not helpful, Pathfinder. Thank you. Everyone who failed their save is sickened. I need to roll for...
It's Kafta's in the area for it.
Yeah, it goes all the way down the hall to Azuma. It's a huge radius.
Okay.
Oddly, the energy that passes over you and sort of the waves that assault your mind remind you of Long Dreamer, although she was sort of benevolent, like she was comforting. This is the opposite of that, but it's almost the same frequency. It's a very strange, inexplicable presence that manifests as sort of a ringing in your ears and a strange sort of crunchy feeling in your joints when you move, and you just feel almost flu-like for a moment. It's bizarre. Okay, and then the really fun stuff.
What was the DC on that again? I can't seem to see it on the thing that was put here.
21.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Got that, got that. That's that. Do I really not have this? All right. Well, this is a bit ghetto, but... Yeah, you guys bit back it. All right. So, where's my cone? There we go. And I get Tokala, McGinnis, and Ulfred. You can all make a reflex save as it breathes out what looks like liquid darkness. It's bizarre. As you stare into it, it just absorbs all the light. And you can suffer... If you make your save, you take half. Whoops.
What kind of damage is it?
There we go. It is cold damage. If you make your save, you take half, but its breath blasts out of its face and across, pushes you towards the wall slightly, but mostly it just sort of freezes you in a weird sensation.
What's the DC?
It is going to be 25.
Well, yeah, I definitely failed that.
Okay. And... Oops. Tapped it twice. My bad.
All right then. Fortunately, nobody's in range. You know what? I am going to...
Nomcath, you are facing the wrong way, but Ulbrin taps you on the shoulder and points, and you turn and see the dragon, and you see Ulfred on the far side. Ulfred has not gone yet.
Yeah.
So you may need to delay to Ulfred because he doesn't threat until he goes.
Exactly. I was going to delay to at least after Tokala.
And Ulbrin warns you very quietly, like as you appear and turn, he says, a dragon would know we were here, and a dragon would not stay in this position. It's not defending itself adequately, basically, is what he signals to you quietly.
Okay.
So do you want to delay to Ulfred?
Yeah.
Okay. You get to go last. Or second to last. So that means it is McGinnis.
He slides over there. Oh, what the hell was that? And
sorry, I've had his buffs hidden, and now that I'm unhiding them, they're gonna like flicker on your screen.
Oh, okay. So like a demon baby.
Well, that's not a thing I clicked. I don't know why you saw that.
I am not hasted. So sorry. I must have clicked that by accident. So I think all those will be one less than what they are.
Okay.
And obviously the haste thing didn't happen.
Got it. Okay. why, but this creature is just like not well documented on the. Here we go. Archives of Netis. Thank you so much. DR15. Okay, got it. That will hit. No, miss. No, that hits. Its touch AC is garbage. It's huge. You deliver a bunch of damage to it. You can see tiny little burn marks, although the scales of its body seem to kind of flicker different shades of like black or gray or smoky colors as you blast them. And
Does it seem to have DR?
it does. It does seem to be taking greatly reduced damage from the Glazer. And as your barrage completes, you see a number of mirror images of the dragon fluctuate out from the sides of it as if your attacks evoke the spell.
Remember, I have the clustered shot for the DR purposes.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Let me reconfigure this damage a little bit because you did a little more. 20, 30, 40, 60, 70. Okay. Yeah, pull that off. Isuma. Let's see, I'm going to shove little birdie Croctaw that way a little bit. She's going to step forward and fire. She is effectively shooting a dragon, so she doesn't get her Dominion shit yet. It's not quite that. Go. And she, as she shoots it, you see the ice sickles that her weapon fires just shatter and ricochet off of its body. That's a no, and no. All of her shots bounce.
Could she have pushed me like forward one instead of so I'm still in sight?
Sure.
Cool. So could you describe the breath weapon for me again that he used? Like was it like looked like breathing fire, like he literally breathed it out, or was it?
No, it looked like shadows, and it does damage as if it's cold, but in fact it's not really cold.
Okay, but did he like go like and like blow it from inside him, or was it something else?
Yeah, it seemed to be a breath weapon. Came out of the dragon.
Okay, so my agenda here is I want to cast Control Wind to have very strong winds all moving in to him at the center point.
Okay.
So if he tries to do a breath weapon again, the wind should just like stop it, blow it back towards him so it doesn't hit anyone.
Okay. Go ahead and cast that spell.
Yep. So yeah, it would just be like one of the updrafts with the circle, a very small eye around like, his body.
Huge ass spell with a long ass duration, and you want the updraft that blows towards him.
Yep.
Impinging on the eye in the center. Okay.
Yeah, basically just trying to stop him from breathing on people.
Okay.
And then I'll move. I'll fly maybe to the other side with Takala. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I am going to Quicken Blessing on myself. Okay. And then I am going to charge at it and attack.
Okay.
I don't know if I get right up to it or not. That
will
stuff.
provoke an AOO.
Bring
that AOO, huh? Okay.
That's what I said. Does a little damage.
You get snapped by a dragon as you sprint towards it. Felt like it almost ripped your arm off.
No,
No, it's fine. It's fine. No big deal. It's okay.
Doesn't seem to be doing the calculations for the damage reduction. That's okay. I'll add that back.
Oh yeah, it's not. There's not a good mechanism in PF1 Foundry yet for that.
Cool. And then I'm going to attack.
Get him. Okay, 34. You're positioned here, so you flank with Nomcath, right?
Exactly, yeah.
just thinking that's the thing you probably did.
Tactics, you know.
Tactics, you know? Okay, because with your +2 from flank, you barely hit.
That's insane.
Yeah. But you do. And it's an adamantine chainsaw, so you get to ignore a whole host of bullshit if you can get past the mirror image. Roll 1d7, please. Actually, let me check something because Azuma 2. Even though her attacks couldn't do any damage, I think I neglected to do that to Azuma. Boom, she got an image down. Boom, she got 2 images down. So actually redo that for me, Tracy, and roll 1d5. You want a 1. Another image goes down. So... okay. Next person's only rolling 1d4.
All right. I'm not casting defensively because I'm positive either he can't hit me or he's out of AOO, so I'm casting Righteous Might.
So you're going to provoke?
Yeah.
Okay. He hits.
God damn it.
Huh.
Now I think you get to make a concentration check.
I cannot make it.
Okay. You lose the spell. Yep. I guess you can't, because skills don't crit in this game. Yeah.
All right. Great. I 5-foot step up, I guess.
All right. So, given how I've seen how difficult a time everybody's had hitting this thing,
Yep.
I'm going to use my once a day free action feint to see if I can remove his dex bonus.
Okay.
I mean, he's a dragon, I know, so he doesn't have a lot of dex bonus, but even if it's a -1, right?
It's a little. It's not much.
It's a free action, so it's not like it's costing me anything.
Gotcha. And that's versus his...
Sense motive.
Right.
I don't remember what the DC is. It's been a while since we've done this. Yep, he got it. Oh, well. I figured I didn't have a huge chance, but again, I was trying to shave off every point I could.
Yeah, this critter has nuts, perception, and sense motive.
Alright then, so we will just do...
That's true, Tokala.
full attack. Crap.
Ooh. That is a miss. It's not a 20, so it's not an auto hit crit.
Take 3 points to myself.
Miss, miss, miss.
Now, bear in mind, I have a total of +4.
On top of this?
Well, +4 -2. Well, the -2 is already calculated in because I've got the sickened, but I'm +2 for flanking and +2 for the headband. So yeah, it'd be +4 on top of this, what I rolled here.
Almost there. Its base AC is 35.
Oh, man. Anything else I can scrounge on? Nope, he's not a robot. Damn it. I could drop his AC by 6 if I could just get 1 crit on him. Or 1 sneak attack on him.
Yep. Tokala, make a perception check. Olbrin catches your eye from across the combat somehow and signals to you minor globe, no little spells.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out that globe part.
Player understands what he's talking about.
Yeah, Tokala's spellcraft not that great, but basically Olbrin signals that little spells won't penetrate. That's what he tries to signal.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't think, well, let me see. I have to look up something that I don't know because Olbrin would know if you can dispel a globe of invulnerability. Stone shield?
Yeah, I could have used it to make that a miss. Oh well.
Oh.
I have a feeling you're going to need it.
Oh. The globe can be brought down by Dispel Magic. The only 3rd level spell that can get through. So he's just going to start dumping his high level spell slots into Dispel Magics until he pulls all the dragon's buffs down. What do you guys say to that?
Hell yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Do it.
Okay, he's doing it. I think Josh would want this. He throws a Dispel and a lot riding on this. Dirt. He fails to dispel anything. As it's turning to spread around the melee death that is coming, those of you who are particularly sensitive to Dominion thoughts and mind waves, feel them emanating throughout it. You feel the dragon's alien presence and the cold of being near it and kind of the awe and beauty of it. And then you also feel that typical Dominion tickling around the edge of your mind, trying to break in. You are certain inside this thing is a Dominion creature. But it has a great time. Bites Ulfred.
All right, I'm going to use Stone Shield on that.
Okay. Claws at Tokala. 1 definitely misses. The 31 hits.
Yeah, 31 hits. And no, I think the 1 hits.
Auto miss.
Natural 1 though.
Oh, okay, great.
We do have critical misses and hits in this game. Lucky for you today.
Yes.
It does a tail swipe at Nomkath. And I guess I can hit Olbrin with this too.
I think that hits.
And you are... Well, that's a C... What's your CMD?
CMD 28.
So you are pushed back 10 feet. Olbrin is pushed back... Oh boy. Olbrin is pushed back a little farther. He's pushed all the way back into the utter dark. It slams its tail down and beats its wings kind of backwards towards you guys, and you both just get flung backwards away from it. Okay.
The usual.
You bury all of your shots into one tight little cluster, and
I'm your huckleberry.
that is a hit, a miss, a hit, and a hit. So 21, 45, 69 plus 15 is 84 with its monstrous elemental DR. But you get clustered shots, and you actually burn a hole in some of its armor plating and sink a couple shots in. You can see that you've actually hurt it there, and you see its head tilt towards you briefly as you blast away. Oh yeah, give me roll a d5. See on this first one.
It was down to D4, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think so.
Do a d4 first, McGinnis. Okay, you hit an image, and then d3. You hit an image, and then D2. Wow. Well, you just took down mirror image and did no damage.
Well, we got the images out of the way.
It's like a dispel, kind of.
There you go. I cleared the way.
It helps. It definitely helps. Okay. Put this damage back on. All right. Isuma says, "What's this other gun on your hip?"
She says that to McGinnis.
Yep.
He's got like 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which one? The revolver?
She's saying, "Loan me a gun," and reaching for whatever is visible.
Justice.
Okay.
He
do you allow
tosses
her
it to her.
Okay.
Light it up.
Well, you don't have enough action. You're firing away with the glazer, but she just looks at you and says, "I'm pulling this out of your holster."
He winks at her.
Okay.
It's got a mighty kick. Watch yourself.
As she pulls it out of the holster, you see her twirl it sideways and then drop her rifle on the ground and hold it with two hands and aim it right at the dragon's face. Let's see. That will... versus touch. Hit. Hit. Hit and hit. She hits 4 times for reduced damage, but she does hit. And you see Justice is able to penetrate its scales a lot better than her cryo rifle was.
He says, "You got 2 shots left."
I talk to the wind.
My spellcraft's not very good, but I'm gonna roll it to see if I recognize any of the buffs that the dragon has on. Nah, probably not.
You recognize one buff that the dragon has on with your 15 spellcraft check. It is a first level spell called Shield.
Shield, okay.
Mhm.
Well, I have this prepared. It seems like a decent time to try it. So Crocta's gonna look at him really angry and try to do a baleful polymorph on him. So,
Okay, make a spell penetration check.
and I have a +2 for that. So is it on there right now? The 33?
Yeah, 33.
Mm-hmm. That will penetrate the spell penetration.
Nice.
And this is a fort DC.
Fort.
All
Yeah,
right.
Fort DC 22.
Made it.
Had to try it. All right. Well,
That would have been like fight ending. So good try.
yeah.
Turn into a fucking chipmunk.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, and then
chipmunks.
Kraka's gonna go like the opposite side, like McGinnis, kind of hide behind the wall, but try to get cover.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I guess I would like to use Sacred Weapon.
Okay.
And I will make my weapon keen. That increases the chance of
Crit.
critting, right?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. And then I'll attack.
Think you crit on a 15 now?
Maybe. I don't know. There's not a button for that, so I'm just
We'll
going to
just
attack.
pay attention to what the roll is.
Yeah.
What is it normally? 18 to 20?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh,
Fair
for
enough.
the chainsaw, I want to say it's 19.
Okay. Great.
Just go
Okay,
in
so
here. I'll just go into your attack real quick. Just take a second. Holy fuck! No, the chainsaw is 18 normally. Keen makes it 15.
nice. So close.
So
Okay.
close.
You saw into the creature, and yeah, you did quite a lot of damage. The chainsaw actually cuts through pretty well. Dragon seems disturbed by this. Little black scales flying all over the room as you tear parts of its armor off its body.
I'm not in a good spot.
What do you mean?
One other thing. Can he be intimidated?
Yeah. Somewhere in there is a mind. Whether it's a dragon mind or a dominion mind. And that's versus
Right there. 10 plus
10 hit dice.
hit die plus wisdom.
I think you get a penalty because you're smaller.
Oh, yeah. You're 2 size categories smaller.
Minus. Okay, so it should be what? -8?
Yeah.
Sadly.
So 25 is my total.
Yeah. To intimidate this creature, you need over a 30.
Got it. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit this boy.
Has medium good wisdom and then lots of hit dice. It's very high level. Oh!
Hey.
Confirm. But you have your cheater buff up?
No, that's rounds per level.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, 35 hits. So you do hit. You do notice that it is able to reduce damage from your hammer quite a bit. And then a natural 20 auto hits. So you get that. That hit does a bit more. You think you're hitting, because you know the spell, you think you're hitting a stone skin spell.
Yeah.
Alright, well, seeing as I have almost no chance of hitting this thing right now, plus I am pretty badly hurt. Right here, I saw it right here. Where was it? Freaking it was right here. I know I just saw it. Alright, Now this is taking me off. I was looking at it 4 times. Up there it is. That's why I couldn't see it. It's restore 15 hit points of damage, 15 hit points back, and I am going to also move over here. So at least I'm not snugged up against Ulbrin for 2 attacks.
Sure.
And that's going to be my round.
Drops another dispel on it. And Ulbrin. Yeah, all of you are going to feel this at this point. Crocta, I've hit you with a bunch of Dominion spells to your brain a few times, haven't I? Even though you're new here.
Does the confusion count?
Yeah, any of their attack
Yeah.
spells count.
Then I've gotten some of them.
Anytime they get in your head, they steal like a little tidbit of information. Sometimes it's useless, like, you know, what's your favorite food, or where were you yesterday? It's just dumb, but they do steal information from your brains constantly. And as Ulbrin throws this dispel magic, you all feel for just a nanosecond, it's so fast, the whole day's events, walking in here, fighting the Dominion, fighting the robot at the entrance, fighting the other things up to the other part of it, all of it replays back as you're stepping out of the truck at the door, and then fast forwards back to this point again, and Ulbrin gets 2 caster level checks, and he will take the better of the 2. That's pretty good. That's not as good.
Rolling with advantage, son.
Yep. Can he get this? 29, yeah, he can. He pulls down the globe of invulnerability. He's waving over his head. You can use spells now. Spells okay now. In Drow Sign Language. Dragon kind of takes a weird hop back and pulls its wings forward so violently that it blasts Ulfred and Tokala.
Is that a wind attack, though? Would the control wind stop it from working?
I don't think it should, but I'm going to let it. Just because your spell is like 5th level, it's a very high level spell. And the dragon didn't immediately realize that its globe of invulnerability was down. It thought it had protection from that sort of stuff. And it throws a giant wind buffet down on these guys, and it gets caught in your spell and just sort of swirls around them. So I will let that have an effect.
Nice.
And then it will do 1 bite, 2 claws. Bite's probably going to Ulfred. And a couple claws at Tokala.
Yup. I'll take both of those.
Your time's up, partner. You chose poorly.
Okay. Your image is down. That is a hit. So 44, 65, 88.
I'm your huckleberry.
98. And put it in the You are blasting a hole in the side of the dragon's body, and you just keep thumping the exact same spot. You wait for the arm to move out of the way, wait for the wing blast to go past, and you just keep shooting the same bullseye with clustered shots to try and get through this thing. And you do see that the scales have been ripped away, that you are now blasting and just cooking and destroying flesh, and some of the shots are going into the dragon's body, and it looks very hurt. Suma 5 foot forward and does...
She only has 2 rounds in the cylinder, though, at this point. I believe it's a 6-round
Yep.
cylinder.
She does rapid shot. And the other shot. That will suffer the DR, unfortunately. So will that. Yeah, she didn't do that much damage. What's going on with her damage here? Yeah, it's computing correctly. Okay, she just rolled bad. The dragon, though, after McGinnis and Isuma just pepper it with shots in this... Well, it's not peppering, actually. It's lasering in one particular spot over and over again. You see the body sort of heave sideways in a strange way, and the dragon stumbles. And it puts its head sort of down onto the ground, slides its claws forward on the ground right past Ulfred and Tokala, and the back of its head just opens up like a rose in bloom, and you see a huge brain with a number of bizarre, like, glowing sigils and buff spells on it emerge out of the top of the dragon's brain, and you hear a voice in your head say, "I enjoyed that body. I require a new one." And let's see. That was Izuma's turn.
I talk to the wind.
Prepare to be disappointed, said Sokol. You'd make a great host. Come on now.
Is there still, like, is the skin from the stone shape on the dragon still there? Or it's not stone shape, stone skin? Like, is there, like, pile of stone? Like, I'm wondering if I can use stone shape on the dragon's stone skin to wrap and, like, make a cage around the brain.
No, it had a stone skin spell.
Mm-hmm. And that's gone, I assume, now that the dragon's dead.
Well, the dragon is the brain, so now the brain still has the stone skin spell.
Oh, okay. Can I stone shape, like, stone skin? Or is it not count because it's, like, magical?
Yeah, it's not real stone. It's still
Alright.
flesh.
Okay. Let me move so I can see better what's going on here. Okay, and if that's what's going on, I'm going to do hungry. Actually, yeah, I'll do Sirocco on this guy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna position it to, like, avoid. Hopefully, I can avoid hitting everyone if I, like, put it close enough to the wall.
Is it the 20-foot radius?
Yeah, like, can I put it, like, kind of in the wall to the left so that it doesn't actually hit other people?
You cannot possibly hit the dragon without hitting at least 2 teammates. It's too big of a spell. There's not, like, a spot.
So, like, I can't center it, like, over here?
Right there you hit Olbrin and Ulfred.
I'm
Okay.
fine with getting hit. I have a good fort save.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't. I don't think I would do that. I'm not trying to hit people, especially as, like, tough as this has been. So, never mind then. I thought I could position without hitting them, but if I didn't think I could, then I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, she knows that there's not enough room. I wasn't sure until I actually put the thing out there.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm just gonna shoot a mud ball at it.
Okay. 24 hits touch AC, and they get a what? Or the brain gets a what? I mean, they doesn't have eyes anymore.
Oh, it does nothing then. I just made it dirty.
Well, you can retract that and do something else. She would know that. She's been fighting brains all
All
day.
right. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Basically, I think this is all I can do then, like your favorite spell, without hurting anyone else.
Uh-oh.
Aqueous Orb.
Oh. Well. 2d6 of non-lethal. Reflex save.
Yeah, reflex.
Okay. Well, they have a good reflex save. The brains do. We'll see how he does.
Yeah. All right.
Wow. He has a monster reflex save. Okay.
I'm gonna do the same thing as last time. Keen
yeah.
and then attack.
Get him.
Stupid brain.
That'll teach his stupid brain.
Hell yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay. So you running over there?
Oh, where's it? I don't see a brain. I still only see the dragon.
Oh, my bad. Is he? Yeah, he's here.
Oh, okay. I see the
Back
little
here.
thing there. Okay. Then yes, I am charging forward at it.
All right, get him. And then you have a, let's see, you hit, you confirm the crit, and do a truckload of damage. And as you saw on it, it's like sawing on steel. He has such unbelievable resilient skin. It's crazy. The other brains are tougher than they look. This one is just incredibly dense and well defended somehow.
And then, since it's already been scared, that I know they can't be sickened, but oh wait, no, I failed to scare it last time, right? Because it was too big.
You did. It was a lot of hit dice.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to scare it again.
Okay.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah. I think you just gave it shaken.
He shook.
He shook because he doesn't have size bonus anymore, and I think you might have made it anyway, or it'd be close. But without the size advantage, yeah, he's demoralized. Good job. Wilfred, you don't have a lot of hit points, bud.
That's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Okay. Confidence. That's good too.
I'm gonna seal that kill.
Oh no. Doesn't look that hurt.
Oh, fair enough.
But you bap it. You hurt it some more. Bam. Solid blow.
Alright, so I'm gonna move there. So I'll only get a single attack, but hey, I can actually get a sneak attack off at least, maybe.
Yeah.
That hit him?
No. His AC is currently 33.
And I'm only gonna get +4.
Right.
Oh.
Let me take a look at this because it seems. Yeah. Yeah. Goodness. Dex is way too high. Listed here. Back this down. Yeah. His AC should actually be about 30.
Means I would hit then.
Okay, take it.
Alright, so, and regular sneak attack.
I think because of the way I sort of conjoined them in Foundry, he still had like some of the dragon stats, although the dragon's dex wasn't that high.
So,
Bam. Yeah, you connect for 6 and you get the sneak attack of 28. That's pretty huge.
and I'm specifically applying the the debuff that lowers his AC. He is
Oh.
-2 AC to everybody and -6 AC for me for 1 round.
Whoa, that's pretty great.
That's what I was trying to do, that damn dragon, and then
Ah.
follow up with the power attack on the next full round power attack the next round.
Mm. Olbrin comes walking forth and blasts the creature. Oh, but he has to do a spell penetration check. Also, how do you have 4? Okay, you should only have 3. Spell penetration is dun, 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 not good enough. That bounces off of it. Gotta love how it does that. It still messes with me. Okay. What? Okay, not helpful. Okay. Hmm. 5-foot hops, Nomcath, you may follow.
I am definitely following.
Cast Feeble Mind on Olbrin. Actually, that DC should be 23. Olbrin is feeble-minded. You see him fall backwards, and his eyes kind of look up at the ceiling, and he falls over on the ground and looks absolutely knocked senseless. Josh is going to be so mad.
McGinnis rips off his bandolier of cartridges and tosses it to Izuma.
You notice that it bounces off of her shoulder as she is huddling into the fetal position on the ground, and has dropped Justice on the ground in front of her.
Oops, missed that. Well, you know what to do with those. I hope. And then he creeps around the corner. There we go.
Oh no. Suma has to make a will save to overcome her terror of her former captor and tormentor. She does not.
I talk to the wind.
Actually realized that Aqueous Orb probably isn't that helpful since this thing is like psychic spellcaster, so I'm just gonna not even bother to move that onto him. And I didn't realize I had this earlier, so I'm gonna try to dispel his stone skin.
Sure.
If that's how it works, I'm not too sure.
Totally. Do a caster level check for us. You beat his spell resistance, so that's good.
Okay. And where is the cat?
Man, it's been forever since the damn spell prism worked. So mad at that item.
Yeah, it's fine. Where's the caster level? Is that under? Okay, check. No.
Yeah, it's under your spell stuff. Should be right under druid in the token action HUD.
Ah, got. Ooh,
Oh.
nice.
No. You don't get anything with that one. That's like our fourth physical magic check today.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to walk up and around, get to its other side. Flank it for Nomcath. Oops. Although I don't think I can. I have to go to like here, don't I? To avoid yeah, avoiding an opportunity attack. There's no good way. Okay. Still.
These you've never seen the well, I guess their claws can be kind of dangerous.
Well, I mean, Ulfred can 5-foot step here.
To be fair, I did charge a dragon. You're absolutely right. I wouldn't think about that.
This is Sokala we're talking about here.
Let's be real.
I wasn't thinking along those lines, but yeah, what is this bullshit sudden tactical thought? Fuck you.
Right. Yeah.
Take your 11 points.
That's only one. I still have my little DR thing up.
Oh, well, as you run by with its proboscis, it reaches out and slashes across your body.
Well,
does almost nothing.
One more scar for the collection.
Somehow that took me to 0. Oops.
Oops, you're dead.
Rip.
I'll work on that in a second.
Damn,
Okay.
that was a real good AOL.
I'm going to attack it. Keen again.
Okay.
I think I clicked the right thing this time, so hopefully this works.
It might. You never know.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
With the +2, does that confirm from flanking?
His AC is also lowered by 2
Yeah.
because of my.
That's
AC is
right.
lowered because
Hell
of your
yeah.
health. You do confirm this crit. And you do so much damage, and it still doesn't die, but you feel it screaming in terror in your minds, like begging for its life. Let us negotiate. Stop. No.
And he just hears Takala laughing back right in his face. Gleeful joy at murder.
And you feel an incredibly warm presence around you. You feel suddenly very loved and supported, and you feel all fear and doubt melt away. Not that Zokala ever had much of those things, but Nomcath, you feel it too. You feel that presence again.
Does Olbern have any melee weapon? Or like
He
a staff or
does.
something?
He does.
Hell yeah.
He does threat. I count spellcasters as threats, especially if they can potentially cast Shocking Grasp, something like that.
Sure. Alright. I don't think he's that hard to hit, right?
He not at the moment. His armor class is a little lower. That will miss and miss though. You did it. A 3 and a 1.
Yay.
Mhm.
All right. So, effectively, I'm going to be attacking at +4 and a -6 AC. Full attack.
Chop Suey.
That was supposed to be. Oh, I rolled that wrong. Well, what? Why
Oh,
didn't I get
no.
so low? Should have been
Oh.
2 more attacks on that.
Well, let's see.
Did I do that? I did the wrong one, I think.
Okay.
Yep, I did the wrong one.
Okay. Just do it again. I'll just delete that one. Boop.
Still missed on
Okay.
1, so.
Are there any other bonuses to consider in these?
Well,
You-
there's the 2 for flanking, the 2 for the headband, and -6 to his AC.
Okay, so this is 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits.
So 3
and a
sneak
miss.
attacks?
Yeah.
And 3 more rounds of armor of reduced armor.
No need. As you drive your blades into this thing and finally pry it apart, and you sort of have to butcher it on the spot. It is so incredibly dense and armored, and so many spells protecting it, and you hear it screaming in your brain louder and stronger and more invasively than any Dominion presence you have ever felt. This thing is just seen your brain. It's very powerful. But you kill it, and you feel such an incredible sense of relief and justice and, honestly, joy. And McGinnis, as they kill it, you see Azuma suddenly stand up and look around like she's just woken up from a dream, and she picks up your pistol and bandolier and hands it back to you.
Maybe next time, get a few more rounds out of that thing.
She
Looks
says
like you enjoyed it.
She says it's basically a perfect weapon.
We got some good history, that piece and I.
You're out of combat.
And yet you put it aside for something bigger.
Well, he
Kind of
likes his
grins at you.
He likes his laser gun.
It's hard to argue with the results. I just keep Justice around in case we encounter another god. You know what I'm saying?
The God Slayer.
Special use item.
Didn't you took out Hellion with the sniper rifle? I thought.
Oh no.
No,
Well, okay. It was
This
Justice.
baby right here.
it was Justice.
Alright. So I guess that was definitely the dragon with the brain inside that we were told about.
Izuma walks up and kind of makes sure it's dead, pokes it in a few places, but you guys pretty thoroughly destroyed it. And she says that was my torturer, my tormentor.
Well, I'm glad we could kill it then.
Yeah, didn't know that when I don't remember who it was that told us about it, but he did tell us that it was kind of going against the Dominion, and we might have been able to turn it to our side and get some help out of it. But it's probably better that this is how it happened.
No
She
mercy.
She said she has never known them to even consider betraying each other, and you do notice that the sort of reptilian skin walls here don't have any glow, they don't have any energy to them, they look dead. Somehow that creature and its dragon body, they deliberately, you think, based on what it said, sabotage this area so that the Dominion can't see and detect you in this room. Croctile, you'd be in that channel too.
Oh, okay.
I got it on you.
Thanks.
Okay, we're going to pause here for the week, but good session. Another major villain defeated. I didn't think
Nice work, gang.
I didn't think I'd be able to talk you guys into it anyway, because you guys did a good job remembering key facts, like there's a dragon with a brain in it. That was
Well,
good.
the one thing the big thing I remembered about it all was the fact that somebody told us about it, and
Yep.
somebody said it was going against the Dominion, and we might be able to turn it to help us. So I was originally thinking we might be able to negotiate. We might be able to get a temporary ally out of this. You know, I wasn't going to trust them 100%, but
Yeah,
Yeah, if Asuma wasn't weird about it, I wouldn't have tried anything, but
before we quit, you guys can do a knowledge engineering check. good, McGinnis. Not quite as good, Ulfred. Pretty good.
Speaking of something I found when I was going through my character sheet that I didn't realize before, one of my backgrounds, and I put it on my my sheet here for remembering the future. I get +3 to technology checks for my local ties trait.
Okay, cool. Nom, you and McGinnis both kind of have the same thought, and you fish one of the data pads out of your backpack, and the size isn't exactly right. It's smaller than that, but looking at it when it's off, it looks like a flat sheet of glass.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, there's a data pad here. Maybe Cassandra Lee? I mean,
Wonder what this fella wanted with it.
I don't want to sound crazy given all the mind stuff that's going on here, but anybody else felt a woman's presence? Like something helping us?
Yeah, me.
Just Croc-Tot, yeah.
No,
I've
like
been
a
here
real,
this whole time.
a real woman, not like, weird things we see.
Excuse me.
No.
There's also Asuma.
Yeah, there's two of us. You guys would have been fucked without us. What are you talking about?
There's a massive female presence here. There's two of them.
Yeah.
I felt it a couple of times. It's a little bit like Long Dreamer, maybe, and kind of how I'd imagine maybe Desna might feel if I actually prayed hard enough to get her attention.
Your friend Eldrin was effeminate, wasn't he? Could have been him.
Nah, he was just creepy.
Wow.
Well, he was a creepy elf. That was one of his traits.
He was never effeminate. I don't know. I just.
I know.
Ripping on your own character, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it's
Just
an
his
elf.
style.
He was weak. He was a weak elf,
I
I
think
guess it would
it's
have been obvious with a Hoff and his pants were off, though, that he was a man.
His pants were almost always off.
What was Takala saying?
I think it's Cassandra Lee.
Maybe I'm not really all that connected with gods and such, and she's kind of supposed to be kind of up there. I mean, you said she's been connecting with you and helping you, so
she's somewhere in this valley. I felt her ever since we got here.
Olbrin says that when he pulled down the minor globe of invulnerability, that something came over him. That he said that wasn't his time warping power. Something showed him a sort of alternate way to cast the spell to have a greater chance of getting it through. For a second,
Something
he
is
thought
here.
maybe it's one of you guys.
something is here and helping us. We'll have to hurry up and see this through.